Marz Rising. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer. Build your defense base to fight back the undead hordes of Marz and secure the future of the Red Planet. Marz Rising is a game of strategy and tactical defense where you must carefully manage your crew and resources as you try to uncover the terrible, terrible secrets of the undead. Yes guys, it's another tower defense game on the PC. This is a really good one though. I really enjoy this one simply because it's not like your run-of-the-mill tower defense games. This one has a few added things that make it a lot more strategic than just basically putting down towers. The game is single player only and has a story based campaign over 20 levels. The story's absolute garbage and the voiceovers are hilarious at times. So if you're in it for a riveting story, then yeah, don't bother. The actual missions are very repetitive but great fun all the same. Basically you will be in an area that is defendable from certain directions, and it's them directions that the enemies will come at you wave after wave after wave. What you have to do is place your towers. Now in order to place towers you have to have an electrical hub there. Now basically everything that you have, whether it be a building, a research building, a mining station or a turret, they all have to plug into this hub, and the problem is the hub can only receive 4 connections, so you can only plug 4 things into each hub, which makes it very, very tactical. Now to make it even harder, everything that you build has to be manned by a person, a human. Now you only have a certain number of humans, so you can't put humans in everything. You might build 3 mining stations, 2 research stations and 10 towers, but only have 6 men, so you have to keep swapping them around when there's a threat coming from a certain direction. At some point you might have to even get everybody out of the mining rigs and the research stations and every man to the turrets. That happens a lot in the early game, so there is a bit of micromanaging. However, you can request reinforcements, but they take time to get here and they cost money, so you need to keep mining to keep the money going. You also need to upgrade all your turrets, which again costs money. You need to upgrade your mining rigs, which costs money. You need to buy new turrets, which costs money. You need to research super weapons, which costs money, and better weapons, which cost money, because when the game first starts you only have access to a shitty little machine gun, which is only really good at taking down the early mobs that you get, and the different mobs that come at you are pretty scary. So you have to research like crazy at the beginning of the game. You can research rocket towers, which do AoE damage. There's laser towers, which do concentrated fire. There are Tesla towers, which are very handy. They slow down the speed of the enemy as they're coming towards your guns. And then finally, your biggest tower is a drone tower. What that does, it has a huge range and it fires up into the air aerial drones which will attack the nearest enemy. Besides buildings that research upgrades for your turrets, there is also a super weapon upgrade. There are 4 of them. There is a mass freeze AoE, which you use all these manually with your mouse. These aren't automated. You have a nuke. You also have a channeled laser beam. And finally you have a shield which you can put around your buildings to stop them from taking damage for a set period of time. It feels like about 20 seconds or so. So you've got all these that you have to keep building as well. Again, they all cost money. Now the enemy, they have a lot in their arsenal too. They have the basic zombies, which aren't going to cause you much problem, but then you get mutated ones which do cause you trouble. You even get zombies in mechs and fire zombies and all kinds of ridiculous things that just are ridiculous, let's be honest. But it's all in the name of gameplay, and that's what this game is about. It's about good gameplay. Each mission that you do has an objective. Normally that objective is to study a monolith that is on the surface, but there'll also be other objectives as well, such as not lose a crew member, not lose a building. And if you tick all them boxes, which is what everybody loves to do these days, and complete that mission, you will be given a perk. Some of the perks are crap, but some of them are absolutely insanely good. For example, one of the perks is you get an extra 2 sockets on your electric hub. So basically, instead of only being able to plug in 4 buildings, you can plug in 6. And believe me, it makes a huge difference when you can have 6 buildings per electric hub. Now besides the 20 mission campaign, you also have a skirmish mode. Now skirmish mode allows you to change every aspect of the game pretty much. You can change how many waves come at you, how hard the waves are. You can change how many electrical hubs you get, how much money you get, how many crew members you get. So you can just change every aspect of the game to suit what you want to do, to have a bit of fun, which again keeps the game fresh.
You also have a Twitch streaming mode, which is hilarious. Basically, when you stream this on Twitch, the viewers can interact directly with the game. Basically, they can choose what creatures are in the waves that come at you. And when I was streaming this, I got wrecked time and time again. And you can also ask them for help. You press the call to help button, and then you tell them what you want them to vote for. They can give you more crew, they can give you more money, more building resources, or they can just tell you to go f*** yourself, which is what mine kept doing to me constantly, the bastards. It's a great little game, guys. It's only a tenner, and it's definitely worth a buy if you're into tower defense, but it doesn't play like a normal tower defense game, so this might appeal to people who aren't really fans of tower defense. It's not an RTS at all. It's basically uses tower defense mechanics, but it has a lot more strategy than your average tower defense game. And for that reason, guys, I'm going to give it a big, fat, juicy thumb up.